Welcome back to the channel, everybody. How you doing tonight? I figured we could jump on the Wayback Machine and have a little fun tonight. So, if you've been watching my channel, I opened a couple of old tournament packs here recently. One from Invasion and one from Onslaught, and I found the old survey questionnaires in there that came in the starter decks and tournament packs back then. Back when wotc actually cared what the players thought. So I thought this would be kind of fun to actually go through and like fill these out. Let's answer them. Let's see, what kind of information they were actually trying to get from people back then on these sets so they could improve them. So we'll start with the Invasion one, the older one, all the way back to 2000. That's right. Where is it? Right in here somewhere. 2000. In the year 2000. Anyway, so turn of the millennium. Yep. So believe it or not, that is 20 years old. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna look at these questionnaires. This is the one from Invasion in 2000. All right, first question, 1A. They can't just have a 1 and a 2. It's gotta be 1A and 1B. Overall, how would you rate each of the following features of the Invasion set? Use a scale from 1 to 5, in which 1 means poor and 5 means excellent. You can use any number from 1 to 5. So that will be 1 to 5 are the numbers. The numbers are 1 to 5. 1 will be the first number, 5 will be, sorry, Monty Python. Anyway, so the options are card names, flavor text, artwork, card abilities, and the card set overall. All right. So let's take a look at some card names and see what we got here. We got Zap, we got Overabundance, we got Metathron Aerostat. That one's actually kind of cool. Well-Laid Plans, Simoon, Sulam Jin, Alloy Golem, Ordered Migration, Sulam Jin. They just Tiger Eye Cameo. To me, they seem kind of generic, to be honest. The ones in the Invasion just kind of seem like a bland set overall to me. So card names, I think we're going to go with a 1. Let's go with a 1. They could have put a lot more thought into that. Yeah, we'll go with a 1. And then flavor text. All right, flavor text usually Wizards gets pretty good on this. Let's try the first one here. Can we read that? All this time I thought Squee was useless, chuckled Sisay, who knew he'll be such a good shot. Who knew he'd be such a good shot? Okay. That one's, I don't know. Next one. I knew this day would come, said Urza, looking at the destruction. Baron sighed. You don't have to revel in it. Hot wind whipped up as if the weather itself wanted to fight Phyrexians. We turned old weapons into new warriors. Johora, Master Artificer. Well, I stand corrected. The flavor text is kind of lame in this one. Birds reach all parts of the world, said Baron. They will make excellent scouts. Wow, that's really lame. Yeah. Okay, so I stand corrected. The flavor text is pretty poor on that one. Let's give that a 1. Give that a 1 on Invasion here. Artwork. Good old artwork. It's pretty typical of the era back then. I mean, they were actually still hand done back then, which is nice. It was actual artwork back then still. It wasn't just CG or computer created stuff. There was actually people painting these, so that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool artwork. I mean, yeah, there's some decent art. Old Kavu guy with lots of teeth. So I think, we'll probably give it a 3 on the artwork. It's pretty standard. Card abilities. Well, considering there's not really a whole lot of useful cards in Invasion, and there's a couple, but not really much, I think we're going to have to go with a 2. It was just not really that great of a set, to be honest. The card set overall, yeah, we're going to have to go with a 2. Yeah, it was a pretty weak set. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you think I'm being too tough on this one. Which Invasion card is your overall favorite? For me, I'm going to have to go with the good old first printing of Opt. I'm going to go with an Opt there. Not the greatest card in the world, but, you know, it was the first time we saw Scry, basically. It was a Scry, but then you got to draw a card for 1 blue mana. So it was cheap, let you filter a little bit, and you got a card draw out of it. I didn't really use it much, but once in a while it's good for a deck where you're just trying to get to a combo really quick. Just want to kind of get stuff going. So, and it was the first printing of it. So we'll go with Opt on that one, which is pretty sad that a common that's not worth anything is probably the best card in the set. Anyway, did you purchase this tournament pack for a tournament or event? Yes or no? No. I bought it for YouTube. All right. How did you learn to play Magic the Gathering trading card game? Check 1. Learn from friend or family. Skip to question 3. We're on, but we're on question 3 though. Learn from retailers. Skip to question 3. It is 3. This is 3. We're on 3. Self-taught. If you were self-taught, which product did you use to learn? Good old wotc. Skip to question 3. You're on 3! All right. I learned from a friend, by the way. If you were self-taught, which product did you use to learn? Starter level product, like Starter, Portal Second Age, or Portal 3 Kingdoms. Well, considering I started and revised, none of those were available, so I couldn't have used those. Advanced level product like 5th edition or classic, 6th edition. Again, I started revised. Those weren't around for quite a few years. Expert level product, Mercadian Masks versus Legacies. Yeah, the expansion set was Legends when I started. Instructional video, they didn't have those. Instructional CD-ROM, they didn't have those yet. Other, friend? Anyway. How much do you spend on Magic the Gathering trading card game in a typical month? Specify currency. I would rather not. I might cry. I spend way too much on this game. Yeah. Not the beginning of a 4-digit number. More in the middle. Anyway, how long have you been playing Magic? Since 1993. Okay. Which of the following Magic products, if any, have you purchased? Check all that apply. Yeah, I'd have to check everything except for the interactive encyclopedia. That's the only thing I never actually bought. I don't think I had one of those. Could be wrong, but I don't think I had that. But I definitely had gotten everything else on that list over the years. I just wish I had still had some of it. Anyways, which of these was the first trading card game you ever played? Well, that would not be Starter or Magic the Gathering Portal. It would be not Pokemon, because that wasn't around yet. Not Yu-Gi-Oh, that wasn't around yet. Not Star Wars, that wasn't around yet. Definitely not Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters, that wasn't around yet. Other Magic the Gathering product. Yeah, revised. Alright. When did you purchase this product? Sometime in 93, I think. Or date of birth. Yeah. 1975. I'm old. Gender, male or female? I think, if I recall, I think I'm male. Yeah. Watch you get in a lot of trouble for that these days. You know, only having male or female. There'd be a lot of, like, triggered people for that. What? Where's the other options? Where's the other 30 options? Anyway, moving on. Which of the following do you collect? Baseball cards, stamps, other sports cards, other TCGs, comic books, coins, miniatures, other please specify, magic cards, Beanie Babies, or action figures. That would be magic cards and coins, but not really to collect coins. I collect silver. So I collect old silver coins. That's the extent of my collecting. I used to collect baseball cards when I was younger. But that was really about it. Action figures when I was really, really young, like 5, 6 maybe. Alright, 10B. From which of these Magic expansions have you purchased products? Yeah, that's going to be a big all, like literally all. I've opened packs from every single set, I believe, except for some of the sets that I missed between then and now. But at that point, I would have opened every single one of those. Yes, I've opened alpha packs and beta packs and unlimited packs. And Arabian Nights and Antiquities and Legends and all that. Legends was the set that dropped a couple weeks after I started playing. And I had a buddy who actually, the guy that got me started playing, he had, you know, mountains, like he would get pallets of alpha, beta, unlimited, Arabian Nights, Antiquities and stuff. So when we go over to his house, he'd sell us packs of these for like, you know, $5, $6, $7 back then of these original sets. So never got anything good because most likely he was searching the packs before he sold them to his friends because, you know, they were real easy to search back then. All you had to do is push the first 3 uncommon cards down and then you could see a rare. So yeah, funny, never got any Power 9 or any big hits when I bought packs off of him. But it was still cool to be able to open those. Anyways, using a scale of 1 to 5, in which 1 is novice and 5 is expert, how would you rate your level of skill for Magic? Oh, well, that's easy. Let's see. We'll be a 1 right there. I make more stupid play mistakes while I'm playing games than anybody I know. Anyway, how soon do you typically make your first purchase of a new expansion? This is funny. Immediately. First day released, very quickly within the first week or two, quickly within the first few months, after the first few months. Where's the option we all use now? A month in advance, or in the case of Ikoria, 2 months in advance. Ah! I've had my money tied up for 2 months now, and I still don't have any Ikoria. Okay, ran over. Anyways, that's not wotc's fault. Okay, it's a little bit their fault. Anyway. Nah, it's not their fault. Okay, maybe a little. How quickly do you usually buy all cards in a new expansion? All cards. That's right. Back then, people used to actually collect full sets of these. They didn't just collect the big money cards so they could use in their decks, and that was it. People actually collected full sets back then. So the options are immediately, first day released. Yeah, that would be quite entertaining to do. Very quickly within the first week. Still a little bit of a task. Within the first few months, a little more reasonable. Over a longer period of time. We're going to go with over a longer period of time. I think the last set I actually completed on purpose to complete the set was the Dark. Yeah. Anyway, how do you typically purchase cards from a new expansion? Check only 1. Purchase as many as needed to have an entire set? Nope, definitely not that. Purchase by the display box to get a large variety in number. Normally. That would have been my answer previously before this year. Purchase some packs to have some from each edition. Nope, I'm a box guy. And don't always buy cards of every expansion. See, that would have to be my answer now, because they're releasing way too many expansions. Way too much stuff. I can't possibly purchase it all. I am not Bill Gates. I do not have billions of dollars. Yeah. Can't purchase every expansion because you guys release way too much crap now. All right, 10G. How many 10s is there? Oh my God! I just realized that. So there's 10A, 10B. We're still on question 10. 10C, 10D, 10E, 10F, 10G. There's a 10H. Oh my Lord. Anyway, how do you most like to win? Fast, as a result of a strategic decision. It doesn't matter how I win as long as I win. I like to challenge myself to win in different ways with a creative combination of cards. I don't really care about winning. I play for fun. All of the above. I mean, obviously I like to win fast. I like to use combos to win. I like that to be a strategic combo to win. Obviously you're building a deck. It's a strategic decision. That's a dumb answer. It doesn't matter how I win as long as I win. No. I probably wouldn't check that one because I don't, I'd rather have fun. I have more fun sometimes losing than winning, just watching somebody else's combo off and be like, whoa, how'd you do that? And then trying to build that deck myself. All right, so 10H. Can't believe they broke up 10 into 2 pages. Anyway, where do you play a Magic the Gathering trading card game? Right now, nowhere. Oh, online. Yeah, I'm playing Arena right now. That's about it because my local game stores are not allowed to be opened. Normally, though, there's at home, at another person's house, at a game center, game hobby or a game center, game/hobby store or arcade. Okay. At a club, cafe, or restaurant, at work or school, in tournaments or leagues. I don't get to play much at home. I don't really have friends that play. So I usually just play at, I guess it would be a game center. Okay. I have some friends that play, but they moved out of state, so I don't have any tabletop things going on now, and I just kind of started back in November, so working on getting that tabletop thing going back again one of these days, but nothing right now. Do you do any of the following things related to Magic at least once every few months? Purchase or subscribe to Top Deck Magazine, Inquest Gamer, or other magazine about the Magic game. Are those magazines still around? I don't know. Back in my day, Inquest had just come out and was kind of blah. We all used Scry back then. Scry magazine until wotc, or Beckett and wotc kind of did their own thing there. Read newspapers, mailing lists, or websites, or chat online about it. Go to conventions to see what's new, to play or to trade. Participate in an organization of players. Play regularly with a group of people. Isn't that pretty much the same question they just asked? No, wait. I don't know. That's a weird question. There's like a whole bunch of different topics under one question there. And it's still a 10. It's still question 10. It's 10L. Oh my God, they use half the alphabet. All right, and the final question 11. Are you interested in receiving future information or mailings about Magic the Gathering products or events? You know, I am, and now my email box gets emails pretty much every couple days because I signed up for news from Wizards. All right, so there was the Invasion one. Let's move on to Onslaught. We'll go through this one a little faster, obviously, because it's going to be most of the same stuff. But Onslaught's a couple years later. This was 2002, I believe. Let me see, find the date on here. Where is it? Dude, I just sucked. There it is. Yep, 2002. There we go. So, 2 years later, the next block, I think. 2 years later. All right. And again, we got 1A, 1B, 1C. I don't know why they do that on these. Break up the question into the same number, but different. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, overall, how would you rate each of the following features of Magic the Gathering? Onslaught say I use a scale from 1 to 5, which 1 means poor and 5 means excellent. At least they didn't repeat themselves 3 times, that one. Card names. Okay, let's take a look at the card names. We got Future Sight, Crows Ground Shaker, Walking Desecration, that's pretty cool. Crowd Favorites, Custody Battle, which is kind of funny with the two, I guess those are goblins or orcs. I think those are goblins fighting over the dude. Dispersing Orb, Fright Shroud Courier, Improvised Armor, Snapping Thrag, Mistform Stalker, Venom Spout Brachus, Mistform Dreamer. These look a little bit better than the Invasion ones, so they're not too bad. You'd probably give them an improvement there. We'd go up to like a 3. Flavor text. Let's read flavor text on a couple real quick. My past holds only pain and loss. I will conquer it by creating the perfect future. Ixodor, Reality Sculptor on Future Sight. That fits. It makes more sense. It's not just kind of chatty McCarthy like the Invasion was. Let's try this one. This is the Crows Ground Shaker, which is a big old 6/6 beastie at the time. You know it's coming when you hear the distant thunder. You know where it's been when you see the path of broken trees. Okay, not too bad. This is a Walking Desecration, little zombie. Such sacrilege turns blinding grief into blinding rage. Okay, a little better than Invasion. The rabble likes them, make sure they win, then book them for tomorrow. Yeah, kind of like that. Crowd favorites. Cool. So I think they improved the flavor text on Invasion on Onslaught over Invasion there. So we'll probably give that a 4. It's pretty cool. Artwork. Artwork stepped it up a little bit on this set, I believe. Yeah, definitely a little better artwork in this one as well. So I mean, it you do see some improvements from 2 years later. Wow, that chick's scantily dressed little native girl there, with a big axe. This is how I'll die. Anyway, so looks like the artwork definitely improved quite a bit from Invasion. Yeah, I mean, and this is all still back when they were painting stuff. That was a hell of a swat. Look at that. Woo! Took out half his face. Yeah, that's good artwork. Yeah, I think we'll give the artwork a 5 on that set. Artwork was definitely better. Card abilities. That we're gonna have to give a pretty good score, because remember, this is the set that they first printed fetch lands in, so we're gonna go with a 4 on abilities. The card set overall, I think again we'll probably go with a 4 there. Let me know if you disagree with any of those, but I think, yeah, with the fetch lands, and then there were some other really good cards in this set, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's a pretty decent set. Which 2 Onslaught cards are your overall favorites? Now, this is where I want you guys to blow up the comments section. I want you guys to answer 1B and 1C for me in the comments. Which 2 Onslaught cards are your overall favorites? Which 2 Onslaught cards are your overall least favorites? Personally, my favorites would probably be Bloodstained Mire and Polluted Delta. Obviously. The fetch lands. Which Onslaught cards would be my least favorite? Anything that doesn't start with pay 1 life, sacrifice this land, search your library for a basic land. Anyway, I can't even think of my least favorites. They're not memorable, obviously. Question 2, finally, halfway through the page. Did you notice anything new or different about the packaging for Onslaught? Yes or no? If you answer no, skip to question 5, you dullard. I can't believe you didn't notice all our new awesomeness. Are you kidding me? How could you not tell? Oh my God, we spent so much money redefining how we paint things, and you didn't even notice. Skip to question 5, you loser. Yeah. So that's what they meant to say. Not what they actually said, but that's what they meant to say in all this little blank space here. So if you don't know, they switched when you skip to question 5. It tells you, how well do you like the new metallic ink used with the packaging? That's literally what they're freaking out about, is they changed the packaging to the metallic ink on Onslaught. Yeah, it's a little shinier, I guess. It does look a little smoother, a little less cardboardy. Although it is cardboard, so I don't know why that's really a factor. But yeah, they just switched the ink on the packaging. But they have like a half a page asking you about questions about the new packaging. With the release of Onslaught, Magic has made several changes to its packaging. How would you compare this new packaging to the older style? Much better, a bit better, no difference, little worse, much worse. How would you rate the following elements of Onslaught's packaging? Oh my God, they really want to know about this packaging. Characters, creatures used, expansion logo, expansion name, packaging colors, the overall packaging overall. It's really no different aside from a little bit of slight, glossiness to it, a little more polished looking. I mean, a little better art, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that was the biggest difference is like half of this one's just asking about the new packaging. Aside from that, most of the questions are pretty much the same. How'd you learn how to play? 2 years later, they're like, did you learn from 7th edition or Starter 2000? Is it possible that people might have been playing before this set came out? Yeah. How much money do you spend on Magic? Yeah, again, we don't want to answer that. When did you start playing Magic? This one actually, instead of asking your birthday, asks when you started playing Magic, month and year, as if you'd actually remember. So, which of these Magic products, if any, have you purchased? I could actually look it up, because all I have to do is look at revised release date, because I literally learned about the game the day revised dropped and started playing like a couple days later. Which of the following Magic products, if any, have you purchased? Yeah, all of those, except the online theme deck. I might have purchased some of those. Actually, I think I did purchase some of those back when Magic the Gathering Online was a thing, when it first came out. I don't know if my account's still active. I imagine they probably delete accounts after like 10 years or so, and mine's I probably haven't been in there in 13, 14 years, so I don't know if I still have an online account or not. Which of these was the first? Oh, same. Which one was the first? It just got more options now. How often do you play Magic Online? Well, never now. But I used to play probably more than once a week back then. when I was actually playing Magic Online. I was probably trying to play it every day or two, like I do with Arena. How did you first hear about Magic the Gathering? Same question there. How often do you visit magicthegathering.com? So as you can see, just within a 2-year span is when the internet really kind of started getting more popular for Magic, and they really started doing a lot more online and concentrating on their website and stuff. Which events do you participate in? So it's funny, they got Arena League on here because they actually used to have a paper Magic league called Arena League back then, before they had the Arena game online. So pretty funny. How often do you participate in any type of organized play mentioned in question 15? Well, you know, I used to do it once a week before all this crazy stuff happened in the world here and shut everything down. I miss playing Magic, paper Magic. What percent of the time do you play? Oh, this one's different. What percent of the time? And you notice we don't have 10 versions of question 10 this time. There's only one question 10, and they actually just continued the numbers instead of having 15 questions, all starting with 10. So, what percentage of the time do you play trading card games? What percentage of the time you play trading card games do you spend playing Magic? Okay, that'd be 100% of the time because I don't play any other ones. And what percentage of the time you play Magic do you spend playing in paper or online? So they were already kind of hinting at the fact that they were kind of wanting to move more stuff online back then. They were asking how much do you spend online compared to in person? You know, when did you purchase this product? Date of birth. They do ask the date of birth, and then gender, male, female. There's only 2 options there. I'm triggered. Then, okay, that's it. So I just thought it'd be kind of fun to go through and see what kind of questions they were asking people back then. So Invasion and Onslaught, 2 years apart, 2000 and 2002. Those were the kind of things they were kind of asking people. And they did have, I think you could actually kind of possibly win prizes by sending these back in. I think at one point they were offering like, oh, win a free box, you know, each well, if you return this, it enters you into a drawing for a free box or something like that. They used to do stuff like that to try and get people to turn these back in so they could get feedback from them. So back then, wotc actually did care about the players and what their opinions were of the sets, and they had these in every single one of these tournament packs. So it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool that they actually were concerned with what people thought. Now they're just a little more of a dictator kind of vibe going on, you know, like we're watching, we're going to do what we want, and you're just going to have to deal with it. You'll still buy our product because you're gullible. You know, it's kind of the attitude they have now compared to what they had back then when they really genuinely, you know, cared what people thought, and they tried to improve the products as a result. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of just go over those. A lot of you probably thumbs down and headed out of here a minute into the video like, this is lame, he's not opening nothing, I don't see no shiny new cards. So and that's fine. So hopefully some of you though got a kick out of it and enjoyed these. I don't know if you ever filled these out and sent them in. Let me know if you ever actually filled one of these out and sent them into wotc, and if they actually sent you anything for it. So until next time, there's probably a couple other suggestions in the corners there. Really appreciate you guys' time. I appreciate you watching. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next time. Bye.